Welcome back, watch fans, to the glamorous world of Rolex. That's right, we got a major market update for you today. We are talking about the new Rolex. Is it the perpetual calendar? Yes, that's right. A new perpetual calendar could be launching very soon. Could be months away. We could be months away from the new Rolex perpetual calendar. Now, you know, we gave you this breaking news story just, a number of days ago. And since then, we've gotten some more information. That's right, we've gotten more information. Apparently, other people are confirming that this is what's going on. Now, the detail is they're saying it's going to be a version. It's basically going to be an update of the famous Stelline. That's right, the Stelline, which was their triple date. Beautiful, beautiful watch. And what makes that very interesting is it was basically on the bracelet, and I think what's called that watch, the black dial, yellow gold or pink gold variation. I think there's a record of like $5 million for that watch. I think that was the Dai Bao, which was worn by the Vietnamese emperor. You don't know who the Vietnamese emperor is? You Google it. That's right, you Google it. Now let me tell you something. Juan and Kino are definitely not going to be on the list for that watch. By the way, the Stelline, if Rolex does manage to do a reissue of the Stelline on a bracelet, it's going to be an absolute winner. Absolute winner. I mean, mega winner. Now, it's probably going to be more modern, like with little stars. You know, the little stars are a little bit outdated. I mean, it's a little bit vintagey, a little too vintagey, too quaint. The moon phase is going to be probably more modern. Now, that is a triple calendar. It's not a perpetual. So, why not? I mean, hey, they were making that watch, 60 years ago. So why can't they do it right now, right? So it should be, looks like Juan and Kino was here. So it should be not a problem, right? We're going to find out. Now, gentlemen, now here is the one fly that is in that, the one fly that's in the soup is, now our source is telling us that Rolex may decide to go full Chomo stand and reissue this watch, not as a sports model and a bracelet, but actually as a 1908. That's right, the 1908, which is essentially the semi-official watch of like Chomo Stan. The dress watch, pure garbage, total trash, only for real bukyaks. So what you want, my friends, is you want to stay on top of this, because this could be if Rolex does do this triple date or perpetual on a bracelet, it's basically going to be essentially the new date. It's going to be an upgrade of the date. It's going to be basically like something absolutely incredible. I don't know why they haven't done this in the last 60 years. I have no idea. But this could be this. Now, if Rolex does this will truly make them really the king. The king of kings. That's right, the king of kings. Why? Because, when you have a triple date or perpetual calendar on the sports bracelet, on the new Rolex bracelets, which are actually pretty good. Now, could they be better? Yeah, I think the Rolex bracelet could be better, actually. The date, I'm talking about the date. There are some things that could be better. There's like a little piece that's still loose on the new one. I shouldn't say loose, but there's that thing that just glides up on your wrist. I don't know how to explain it, but it would be much better if they had like those what do they call the butterfly clasps. If Rolex did what Vacheron is doing, and AP, JLC, those guys have much more modern clasps. I think the clasp for Rolex has always been a bit of a, I don't know, it's always been a bit of an issue. And again, of course, we know the clasps where the gold falls off. So yes, we know the clasp thing is a bit of a weak spot. It reminds me of Audi cars. When I had that the Audi A4 Cabriolet. What a beautiful car, in the mid 2000s, and it was great, unbelievable. Till about right till about 100,000 miles, or the high 90s, no problems. Except, what happens? The timing belt. Apparently, there's a timing belt or something. Whatever timing belt, you got to get a new timing belt, and to get the timing belt, which is like a couple $100, they had to like get into the whole engine. It was like a couple of grand or 1,500. I don't know. It was a lot of money. This is going back 10 years when that was real money. So, and then also, you know what else those cars have problems with is, if you ever see those mid 2000s Audi Cabriolets, they all have, if you look at the back window, the glass, they all, for whatever reason, they all separate from the canvas. That's what I'm talking about. That's a better example. Every Audi convertible, from, let's call it the 2006, 10, whatever it is. Oh, excuse me, maybe, till about 2010, roughly, because I think that's when they went to the new body style. But if you look at them, the glass is always coming away off the canvas, and apparently there is, and I don't know. I remember I had that issue, and I got different stories. Oh, you gotta do blah, and oh no, it's not our fault. It's not Audi's fault. It's it's you. It's you. Did you take it to a car wash? Oh, that's probably why, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah, but every time I see one of those cars parked on the street somewhere, I always look, or whenever I see them, I always look at the back window, and sure enough, all of them have that. So that's what's going on, my friends. All right. Let me know what you think. Leave your nasty, vicious comments below. We'll see you in the next video. And again, remember, you gotta send money now, because the channel is hard out there. It is hard out there. Gold prices are dropping. Bitcoin is dropping. Things are looking hard. And what else? What else are we talking about? I think that new perpetual or triple calendar is going to be amazing. Anyway, you Google it. That's right. You Google it. You Google Rolex Stelline. Well, I think also apparently Rolex trademarked the name Padalone, which means frying pan. Apparently, the Italians. That's right. The Italians. Now, I thought they called the Patek Perpetual 3448 the Padalone, but that was a nickname for a couple of these watches. It's not a Rolex name. It has nothing to do with Rolex. And basically, Rolex, these are low-life Swiss degenerates. Just to show you how scummy they are, they're trying to trademark a foreign word in a foreign language. Okay, it's not even their own language. These guys, Padalone. It's so how could they trademark that? And it's a nickname. Imagine this. Imagine some guy 40 years ago, which was probably one that happened 40 years ago. Some collector says, "Hey, questo Padalone," and and all of a sudden, picks up. It's like kind of like. It's like, imagine if Rolex all of a sudden trademarks the name Hulk. Because a lot of these chomos call the Green Dial Submariner the Hulk. A lot of these chomos call it the Hulk. So now Rolex is going to trademark Hulk. That's what they would do. That's what they would try to do. A name that they have nothing to do with, that they didn't come up with. They're trying to steal again. They're always stealing your money. They're trying to steal your children's lunchbox money. And just like Juan Aquino, there's two people who are always aggressively stealing lunchbox money. That's Juan Aquino and Rolex. That's the three horsemen of the horological apocalypse.